guys, this is Miss Israel joining you from Einstein High School, where we are answering our final question in the Unit 1, Topic 1 section of our Algebra 1A review packet, and that's going to be question number 9. I'm going to use a few pages to answer this question, but we'll keep referring back up to the top, which there's a lot of information up there for us to take in. Okay, number 9. On certain multiple choice tests, students can earn points for correct answers, but lose points for wrong answers. The formula to calculate a student's score on a test is S equals 2C minus W over 4. S is the student's score, C is the number of correct answers, and W is the number of wrong answers. Using the formula S equals 2C minus W over 4, answer the following questions. Let's look at question A. Saul took the test and got 36 items correct and 12 wrong. What was his score? We're solving for S. And if you remember from some of our other questions, we like having one variable in a problem. So what I'm going to do, let's rewrite our formula. We have S equals 2C minus W divided by 4. And we're going to try to get rid of some of these extra letters. We know we want S, so how can I get rid of C and W? Well, let's look back up at the question. Saul took the test and got 36 items correct and 12 wrong. Well, we know that C is the number of correct answers, and we know that W is the number of wrong. So we're going to use substitution here and actually replace C and W with those new numbers. Let's write that out. We know S is going to equal 2 times the number of correct answers. In this case, the number of correct answers is 36, minus W, the number of wrong answers. In this case, the number of wrong answers is 12 divided by 4. Okay, let's look at what we have. I'm going to simplify the right side of our expression. We have 2 times 36, which is 72, minus 12 divided by 4, which is 3. So now we know that S is going to equal 69, and that's going to be the score for Saul on his test. All right, let's take a look at B. We're down here. Francois took the test and got a score of 53. She got 29 items correct. How many did she get wrong? Show how you determined your answer. I'm going to underline that. We are now solving for W, different than the last question. I'm going to copy our formula again. S equals 2C minus W divided by 4. Again, we want one variable, so let's see what we can replace. We know that Francois got a score of 53. I'm going to replace our S value with 53. We also know that Francois got 29 items correct. Well, we know that that's in for C. So we have 2 times 29. And we still have that minus W over 4. Making it a little tight for me there. All right, let's see what we can do now. I'm going to simplify. I know that 2 times 29 is going to give me a value of 58. So let's simplify. So we have 53 is equal to 58 minus W over 4. All right, from here we have a multi-step equation that we need to solve. And in order to do that, I need to isolate W, and we're going to take the steps we know using our properties of equality to get W by itself. The first thing I'm going to work with is our 58. I have a positive 58, So in order to get rid of that, I'm going to subtract using the subtraction property of equality from each side, and I end up with -5 is equal to negative W over 4. All right. I have a division problem on the right side of that equation, so I'm going to multiply both sides of our equation times 4 in order to get rid of division. So we're going to use the multiplication property of equality. That gets rid of our 4, and we have 4 times -5 is -20, and we know that that's equal to negative W. I'm going to rewrite that because what's really happening on the right side of the equation, if you can't see it, is we have -20 is equal to -1W. Sometimes writing that 1 can be very helpful for us because now I see that I have a multiplication problem on the right side, and I'm going to need to get rid of that -1. To get rid of multiplication, we use the division property of equality. I'm going to divide both sides by -1, and I get that W is equal to positive 20. A negative divided by a negative leaves us with a positive. And so now we know that Francois got 20 answers wrong. All right, let's look at C. Here we are. Darko took the test and got a score of 80. He got 8 answers wrong. How many answers did he get correct? Show how you determined your answer. So hopefully we see a pattern here. We're going to rewrite our formula. S equals 2C minus W divided by 4. And we're going to try to replace as many of these variables as we can so that we're left with just one. Which one do we want? Well, let's look at our question. We want to know how many did he get correct. So we're going to be solving for C this time. All right. Darko took the test and got a score of 80. All right, we can replace our S value now with 80. Remember, we're solving for C, so we're going to leave that guy alone. And then we hopefully have W. Let's see. He got 8 answers wrong, so there's our W value. So I'm going to write that as 8 divided by 4. All right, let's see if we can solve this equation. All right, what can I simplify? I hope that we see here, well, don't we know what 8 divided by 4 is? Take a moment. Yes, exactly. 8 divided by 4 is 2. And now we have a two-step equation. We're going to use the properties of equality. I have -2. To get that -2 to the other side, I'm going to use the addition property of equality and add +2 to each side. I'm left with 82 is equal to 2C. And my last step, to get rid of that multiplication on the right side, I'm going to divide both sides by 2 using the division property of equality, and I'm left with C equals 41. And I believe that marks the end of Unit 1, Topic 1, questions 1 through 9. Join me again for questions on Unit 1, Topic 2. And in our exam review packet, Unit 1, Topic 2 is going to be questions 10 through 14. Look out for those videos coming soon.